Good morning, TGO traders and investors. Matt Buckley, callsign Wiz, primary and weekly options model portfolio manager here at TGO, and got a big day as far as earnings. D.R. Horton, the home builder, just came out with earnings before the open here. Good earnings. Stocks jumping up nearly 4% right now. So giving a little bit more fuel to the housing is going to power us into a recovery argument. I'm a seller of that argument, and if you're in our live trading services or our alert services, you know exactly why. Also, coming out with earnings today, Amazon, big behemoth, Amazon. I'm going to be holding a free live trading session on Friday after the close at 4, and I'm going to be talking about trading the four giants of the techpocalypse, Amazon, Google, Facebook, and Apple, and who's going to win out of those four. I'll give you a hint. It's Google. If you want to stop by and see, make sure you check your email box for registration details. What's on the radar for today? This Tuesday, we have a very important number coming out, the conference boards, consumer confidence number, and also coming up here very shortly, we have the S&P Case-Shiller 20-City Composite Index. So along with those D.R. Horton good results, we're going to see what Case-Shiller and S&P have to say about the 20 largest cities in the U.S. and whether or not housing is going to power us out of this recovery. Tomorrow on the flight schedule, on Wednesday, ADP Non-Farm Employment Change. So obviously, whenever you see that on a Wednesday, you know what's coming on a Friday. This is the week of unemployment. So we're going to take a look at December's unemployment numbers. Now, remember, folks, these might be good because retailers do a lot of seasonal hiring, correct? Now, I know these ADP folks and other people who predict unemployment try and put seasonality into it, right? Well, we account for the fact that, they hire workers, or we account for the fact that snowstorms, whatever. But keep in mind, if these numbers are really, really good, everybody from UPS to, Nordstrom hires folks in December to get ready for the holidays, and then they lay them off in January. So take these numbers with a little bit of skepticism. And again, ADP is private numbers, and they actually use the BLS, the Bureau of Labor Statistic numbers, to come up with their numbers. So the number I look at is obviously coming up here, and we'll talk about that. GDP, we'll take a look at that, and also crude oil inventories we'll take a look at because we have some USO positions on in our model portfolio. Thursday, obviously, we have weekly unemployment claims, and then personal spending and personal income. Big ones that I really, really watch and potentially market moving data. Personal income, is it going up or down, and what are people doing with it? So we'll see really how personal spending worked out in December, and whether or not the truly the retailers were reporting good or bad numbers. Because in the weeks after the holidays, again, retailers either said they did well, they did bad. These are the numbers I really look at for December. So that's why some positions I have on go towards later January, because we really don't get a clear picture of how December went until the dust settles. Okay, so personal spending, personal income, and then Friday, obviously, the all-important non-farm payroll and the unemployment rate, okay? Also, average hourly earnings. That'll be a big one. So what's going on with employment and what's going on with average hourly earnings? They went down a little bit last time. We'll see what's going on here. Some manufacturing PMI, and then along with the personal spending, personal income on Thursday, these are big numbers for me on Friday. Revised University of Michigan consumer sentiment, and also inflation expectations, okay? Why is that important for me? Inflation, I have a lot of GLD or gold positions in my portfolio, and obviously consumer sentiment speaks for itself. Also some ISM numbers and construction spending, okay? And vehicle sales. Vehicle sales have been really, really strong lately, and towards the end of the year with your, Lexus end of year sales event, strong total vehicle sales. So I fully expect that to continue. But construction spending, again, we'll find out really if the consumer, if folks across the country are opening up their wallets and buying homes. So we'll take a look at that. Strategically, folks, some interesting stuff going on. There were reports the other day of an explosion at an Iranian nuclear facility deep underground with a lot of people being trapped. Iran's denying it, and the intelligence community and folks that I talk to going back and forth about, well, this could be a fake. They just could put this out there because they want to delay inspections and say, well, we had an explosion at this plant, so you can't inspect it. Other parts of the Iranian government are denying it outright, and other agencies are actually confirming this. Interesting. Now, you have to take, an elevator for like 2 days to get down to this plant. Apparently, it's buried well deep within a mountain. The security is obviously extremely tight. So, very interesting that there's an explosion here, and who might be behind it? Was it an accident, or was somebody else involved? And that somebody else is obviously Israel. If you trade with me in my live trading services, you know that I believe that this year, 2013, is going to be the year of Israel and Iran. It's going to come to a point, as Netanyahu said in front of the United Nations, here's our red line, and obviously Iran's going to go past it. So this is going to be the year of whether or not Israel attacks Iran. Iran decides to join the international community and stop their pursuit of nuclear, obviously weapons. They say it's for peaceful purposes. Pull this leg and it plays jingle bells. So Obama's going to have an interesting decision to make this year. Obviously he's focused on immigration, raising taxes, and destroying the United States. Well, unfortunately, a lot of external things around the world are going to force him to actually get off his rear end and lead, whether it's Egypt, Libya, Mali, Algeria, or what's going on in Iran. It's going to be a big year for him. And if you don't have volatility hedges on, or oil hedges on, or even precious metal hedges in your model portfolios, you're going to get shellacked. And I'm not worried about it. I sleep well at night because I know all my positions are hedged in our model portfolios. Okay, got to run. Got a live trade brief here in a couple minutes. So happy hunting. Make sure you hedge, and I'll be back with tomorrow's SITREP. We'll see you.